After covering the topic of momentum, we have to cover Newton's second law of motion. So let us start with Newton's second law of motion. Isaac Newton explained motion of object in three laws of motion. We have already covered first law of motion, that was law of inertia also, that a body stays in rest or in motion until and unless an external force is applied on it. Now Newton's second law of motion is the acceleration of an object depends on the mass of the object and the amount of force applied. So if you are applying a force on an object, the acceleration that would be produced in it would be depending on its mass. The next figure will clear you on this topic. If you see the picture, there are two balls. One is of 400 kg and one is of 40 kg. Now, in which if I apply a force of let's say 40 Newton in both the balls, in which ball acceleration would be maximum? Answer would be the ball having less mass. This was the Newton's second law. Now let us come to the statement and mathematical form of Newton's second law. So according to Newton's second law of motion, the force applied on an object is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. So this you have to see how you can make mathematical form out of the statement. F is equal to change in momentum. Rate of change of momentum means change of momentum divided by time. Change of momentum divided by time. Now what was momentum? Product of mass and velocity. Now how will you find the change? You can find change by subtracting final momentum from initial momentum. If product of mass and velocity is momentum, then mass and v would be final momentum, as v is the symbol used for final velocity. M into u, initial momentum, because u is used for initial velocity. So mv minus mu is the change divided by time. If I take m common, bracket v minus u divided by t. V minus u divided by t was the formula of acceleration. So F is equal to ma. This is the formula that we derive from Newton's second law of motion.